When I recovered, I started to move my body in a way I couldn't do before.
That was so good. You're going to be remembered for that.
This is what AGT is all about.
What just happened?
America's Got Talent, Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
Welcome! We're back for season 3, baby!
Password with Emmy-winning host Keke Palmer.
Keke Palmer, come on! My friend and resident player, Jimmy.
We're back! Oh my God!
A new season with more stars.
Fine.
Trumpet. More clues.
Microphone.
Announcer?
In your face, Jimmy! In your face! We're in the game, baby.
And more fun than ever before.
Sit down, Jimmy! Let's play again!
Surgery. Plastic.
Marcel?
Snail? Okay, let's play!
Password Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
NBC6 News Today at 5 starts with breaking news.
Good morning, South Florida.
To kick off your Monday, let's take a look at this morning's 6 to know.
A brush fire is burning now in western Broward County near the Sawgrass Expressway and Commercial Boulevard. Officials say it's now burned 180 acres and fire crews are actively working to put out the flames.
Rescue teams are racing against the clock to pull survivors from the rubble as tens of thousands are still missing. Government officials say the death toll in Venezuela now stands at 1,450 people and more than 3,000 people injured.
And help is pouring in from across the world. Here at home, volunteers are working around the clock, packing donations. At least 2 humanitarian flights from Global Empowerment Mission have delivered thousands of pounds of supplies for Venezuela.
A teenager is dead after drowning in a lake in Florida City, and another is in critical condition after nearly drowning on the same lake. Police say both incidents happened within an hour of each other.
And peace efforts could be in jeopardy this morning after Iran launched new attacks targeting Iran and also Kuwait, where President Trump is saying that he could be forced to return to war.
And it's do or die. It's the knockout rounds of the FIFA World Cup. 2026 FIFA World Cup is here. And here's how the newly finalized knockout bracket looks. Today, the round of 32 kicks off with Brazil taking on Japan at 1 o'clock, followed by Germany versus Paraguay at 4:30. Finally wrapping up the day, it's the Netherlands versus Morocco at 9 p.m.
Right, now is the time.
Now listen, now it's winter, go back, pack your bags and go home.
All right, thanks for joining us on this Monday morning, South Florida. I'm Constance Jones.
Hi there, I'm Chris Anderson. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. We have a lot to get to this morning, obviously, and we'll have more on those top stories in a moment. First, we want to start with one of them, and that is the brush fire that is currently burning in western parts of Broward County. And look at this. This is a live look outside right now where you see that fire line on the horizon. It's right near the Sawgrass Expressway and Commercial Boulevard.
Yeah, we are on your side with team coverage this morning. NBC6's Brianna Nespros live near the fire with the latest on the containment efforts.
First, we begin with First Alert meteorologist Adam Berg with a look at how the conditions today could impact these fires. Adam.
Yeah, and this is another one of these cases where our very own First Alert Live Doppler is able to capture some of the smoke, and it also shows you the direction of the winds and the direction of the smoke. So you get a lot of clues from First Alert Live Doppler here under these circumstances. Where are we? So this is Broward County. Here's the Sawgrass Expressway. Here's Tamarack, Sunrise towards the bottom of the screen. So it's just west of those areas. You can see the brush fire. That's what I'm hearing from these areas. And again, the smoke, though, thankfully is moving over lower populated areas. The smoke's got to go somewhere. If we had to choose, we would want it to do this, go over the some of the more unpopulated areas. But you can tell everything is moving east-west right now. So winds will rule the day as far as where this brush fire goes, where the smoke goes from this brush fire. And we've been really dry again, and we're looking really dry over the next couple of days, unfortunately. So there's that east breeze. Look, it's not a strong breeze, thankfully, but what it's going to do more than anything, it's really not going to stir up additional trouble with this brush fire, but it's going to tell you where the smoke's going to go here. So things are moving east to west. So we could get a spotty shower early, and then we are expecting a few thunderstorms, but once again, Like the pattern has been over the last several days, these storms will likely be inland, maybe missing this brush fire. There are some changes, Bree, in the forecast over the next couple of days. And we were covering these last brush fires. We're becoming experts. We know by now rain is really what we need here.
Yeah, it feels like I'm on the fire beat, right? These brush fires are just popping up. We know this one, what we're told from fire officials, began because of lightning strikes. But where we are right now, Sawgrass Trailhead, take a look behind me. You can see that orange, reddish tint. The brush fires, they're burning over there in the distance. We're kind of seeing a little bit of smoke in the air from our vantage point, but I can tell you just driving here along the Sawgrass Expressway, man, I could see flames to my west the entire drive up here, a little past Amaranth Bank Arena. This was just the entire drive over here. The good news this morning, right now, fire officials say there are no dangers to nearby businesses or homes. Now, the fire is burning west of the Sawgrass in Broward County. Heavy smoke has been filling the sky. This is video you're seeing from yesterday, drawing people to the area to get a closer look at the flames.
It does make a nice look on the sunset, but unfortunate at the same time because you think about how it's affecting the air quality and the animals that live out there.
Now, that woman came out here yesterday to take photos, and I can also tell you about 30 minutes ago, we also met another man who came out here also to take some photos. He actually brought his bike, went a little too close to the flames. We don't recommend that, but he did say he was able to see it, get a good look. He just wanted to know what was going on. So again, officials say no homes or businesses are in danger, and they believe lightning actually likely sparked the fire. But the fire has now burned 180 acres. That's at last check. I just checked right before this hit. Officials say that they're going to have crews monitoring these conditions, continuing to put out these flames, but that is the very latest from where we are live this morning. I'm Brianna Nussbaugh, NBC6 News.
All right, Brianna, thank you. And of course, we're keeping our close eyes there on the story as the fire crews are working to contain this blaze. We're going to bring you the very latest on air and also across our digital platforms.
It's been 5 days now since those two powerful earthquakes rocked Venezuela. Rescue teams are racing against the clock to pull whoever they can from the rubble, as tens of thousands of people are still missing this morning.
Government officials say at least 1,400 people have died and more than 3,000 people are injured. Help pouring in from across the world. The United Nations says more than 2,000 rescue workers from 21 international organizations are on the ground right now, and more are on the way.
The mother of a Miami woman was found alive in the Venezuela earthquake rubble on Friday.
Yeah, NBC6 first told you about the story Friday, and today we're learning more about the woman's condition. Viola Ramos told us how she thought that her mother had died in a collapsed building, but she calls her mother's survival story just a miracle. She was found alive among the rubble and is now recovering in a hospital. Ramos tells NBC6 that her mom was working as a nanny at the time, looking after a 5-year-old boy who died in the earthquakes. Her mom tells her that there are still a lot of people alive because she heard people screaming while she too was trapped in the rubble.
She's hurt. I think she has a problem in the hips, but we think that it's not a major thing. Thanks God, the pain, the bruise, her skin hurt, but besides that, she's fine.
Ramos tells us that people continue to search around the clock using their own hands and tools in hopes of finding more survivors.
And as search and rescue efforts continue here at home, the humanitarian effort is continuing as well to try to help those families who have been impacted by Venezuela's devastating earthquakes. At Global Empowerment Missions headquarters in Doral, volunteers are working around the clock, collecting donations and getting them to the people in need. 2 humanitarian flights delivered about 120,000 pounds of supplies yesterday, and more flights are expected to continue throughout the week.
Community response is the biggest we've ever seen. Each day has gotten more and more challenging for us, which is an amazing thing for us. I mean, and we really appreciate it.
GEM, Global Empowerment Missions leaders, say that the response has had more than 5,000 volunteers, which is the biggest community response in the organization's history. They've even had to call in extra help just to handle the traffic.
We saw the situation over there. We have family over there. Thank God our family are fine, but It's a lot of people that do anything.
I feel like if I were not here, I will drive myself crazy. I feel like I need to do something. Being outside, it's really, really hard. And being here makes me feel like I'm doing something for my country.
GEM leaders say that they've already opened up a 20,000 square foot warehouse in Caracas to help get these donations into the hands of the families as quickly as possible. GEM also says that the biggest thing they need right now is money, monetary donations.
And there are other ways that you can help as well. El Arapazo off of Northwest 58th Street in Doral, they're also collecting donations every day from 8 in the morning until 10 in the evening. Some of the items that are needed including non-perishable foods, bottled water, baby formula, prescription and over-the-counter medications, first aid supplies, and also pet food.
In Broward County, the city of Miramar has organized 24-hour drop-off locations. Right there on your screen are some of the options. The list of items needed to donate include the Miramar Police Department locations and fire stations 1970, 107, 84, and 100. You could drop off donations anytime through July 31st.
You can also visit the redcross.org, telemundo.com/Cruz Rojo, or call the phone number on your screen to find out more information on how you can help out. We've also created this QR code for you. You can scan it this morning to get more information